It's a device that has a curvature that goes along with your spine, and what I like about it is you can lay on it and it takes your spine and it stretches it out.
And everybody that I've seen try it, it's helped. I mean, some first-time users, you can hear their back popping the minute they lay down on it. They get up and they're a new person. So it literally only takes about 5 minutes to decide.
Sir, I was skeptical, but I was told it was simple, just lay down on it. And it just so happened at that time I was experiencing some back pain. I laid down on this thing, and just within a matter of a couple of minutes I could feel that my back was realigning, and I stood up, and I didn't have that problem with having to try and stretch. The actual back pain was gone.
When I saw the product and I used it for the first time, because I did have the numbness and tingling, and I looked at it and I laid down on it and I stretched out, and I thought, I can actually study my body as I'm laying there and feel the pain disappearing from the tips of my fingers all the way back to right behind my right shoulder blade. That's where the pain was. And that feeling can't be measured, but I will tell you, it can be an emotional relief. As I got up and I stretched and put my arms up in the air, I thought, I cannot believe that a product that is not a big investment can take away pain in less than 5 minutes.
I would start out on a scale from 1 to 10. I'd place myself at about a 6 or a 7, and depending on the day, I mean, it could get a little worse, it could get a little bit better, but it would always be there as a numb pain. And as I've used it, maybe once or twice every week, as I've used it, I haven't experienced it again.
So I got it to my house and I looked at it for 3 days in my bedroom, thinking, it's not gonna work. And then I had numbness and tingling in my hands one day from being at the computer too long. And I decided to try it out. And I was amazed that when I laid on it, that when I was done, the impingement and the pain and the numbness was gone. That's important to me because I've tried other remedies and it really doesn't take it away. And it did not come back. And to me, that's the most important part, is I took away the pain naturally without paying a lot of money.
They say that when your feet hurt, you hurt all over. But I know that when your back hurts, that's a showstopper.
But the thing that I like is all I have to do is take 5 minutes, stretch out, get my posture, it puts my shoulders back. A lot of women, we're at the computer all day, we're like this. And it is not good for our posture. It takes the reverse stretch on the natural posture, and I can stand tall. I can walk now and move my neck.
Basically, just put it on the floor, and you can use it for both your upper back and lower back, but as I use it for the lower back, sit down on the floor with this up against my waist pretty much, the larger portion of it. Cross your legs like you're sitting down Indian style and just slowly fall back onto it, slowly. And as you're laying there, stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out, so you're basically just flat on the floor, yet this is pushing up on your spine and putting it in its natural alignment. Lay there for about 5 minutes, and that's all it takes.
When I saw the product and I used it for the first time, because I did have the numbness and tingling, and I looked at it and I laid down on it and I stretched out, and I thought, I can actually study my body as I'm laying there and feel the pain disappearing from the tips of my fingers all the way back to right behind my right shoulder blade. That's where the pain was. And that feeling can't be measured, but I will tell you, it can be an emotional relief. As I got up and I stretched and put my arms up in the air, I thought, I cannot believe that a product that is not a big investment can take away pain in less than 5 minutes.
When I laid down on it, it felt like I wasn't laying down on anything, but I could feel my back kind of pain melting away as I was on it.
It doesn't take a lot of time, and to me, getting rid of that kind of level pain, it's like I can move.
I had lower back pain. I do a lot of sitting during the day. I do a lot of driving, and of course with those that I live with, do a lot of heavy lifting and things of that nature. So the lower back pain started up, couldn't really get rid of it, couldn't massage it out or stretch it out. Pills, chiropractors, stretching, exercises all seem to make it a little better or a little worse, depending on the day. The more complicated things get, simpler design seems to be the way to go. You go back to basics. When you can't get it right, you go back to basics. That's a very basic design. It mimics the arch of your spine, and it works like a charm.
Many years ago, I hurt myself, hurt my back, and was laid up in the hospital and went through all the usual physical therapy, and it took several months to finally get where I could get back to work again. I was skeptical, but I was told it was simple, just lay down on it. And it just so happened at that time I was experiencing some back pain. I laid down on this thing, and just within a matter of a couple of minutes I could feel that my back was realigning, and I stood up, and I didn't have that problem with having to try and stretch. The actual back pain was gone.
It's a device that has a curvature that goes along with your spine, and what I like about it is you can lay on it and it takes your spine and it stretches it out.
And everybody that I've seen try it, it has helped. I mean, some first-time users, you can hear their back popping the minute they lay down on it. They get up and they're a new person. So it literally only takes about 5 minutes to decide.
They say that when your feet hurt, you hurt all over. But I know that when your back hurts, that's a showstopper.
As I was running down the stairs to tell my husband, I was so amazed at what the product was, because I had been complaining all day about the numbness and tingling in my back. So I ran down the stairs, and as I got down to the 3, I almost literally tripped and fell on the cement. And my husband's laughing at me like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Look, I'm pain-free. I can put my arms in the air, I can dance, I can wiggle, I can do anything." And he's like not believing me. So he goes up and looks at the product. I showed him how I laid down on it, and he's like, "I can see how it would work. It's actually stretching your back out from the opposite of what you're doing all day, which is leaning forward." When you have a product that can take it away in 5 minutes and learn to go about your act of life, that to me is worth more than gold.
Hi and welcome. My name's Jamie. Good for you. You've taken a big step towards better back health and pain-free living. Our lumbar stretching device is a simple, effective, and affordable way to prevent, reduce, or even eliminate back pain entirely. Now, before we get started, a few things. If you're over 40, or if you've had neck or back surgery, or any other existing health issues, you need to talk to your doctor before you start. Also, if you're pregnant, or if you have pins, rods, or fusions in your neck or back, you should not use this product. And at any time while you're stretching, if you feel any kind of pain or dizziness, stop immediately and talk to your doctor. But for most of us, we're good to go. So why don't we get started? You'll want to start on a carpeted surface or an exercise mat for stability. You'll also want to have 1 or 2 pillows handy for some neck support. Chances are, if you're not used to exercising, you're going to need a little bit of extra support. Now, we recommend starting on the low side of our lumbar stretching device. It's clearly labeled upper back. It's a little bit of a gentler stretch, okay? So here we go. You want to sit down with your bottom right up against the edge of the device, just like this, okay? Knees bent, and just slowly lie back. Take it nice and slow in the beginning. Knees bent all the way back. Now, if you can't go all the way back, this is where the pillows come in. Just grab a pillow, tuck it right under your neck for a little support there. Good. Now our goal is to hold this pose for 1 minute or so. And if you find that a little bit difficult, don't worry about it. You can work up to it. When you're ready, go ahead and stretch your legs straight out. And don't hold your breath. Remember to keep breathing. Breathe in nice and deep, okay? Once you're comfortable with that, go ahead and raise your arms all the way up over your head for a full, deep stretch. And again, if this is a little difficult in the beginning, that's okay. Just leave your arms out to your sides and slowly work your way up to this position. There you go. Ah, that feels fantastic. This is hydrating your discs and increasing your blood flow through your entire body, through all of your organs. It's increasing your blood circulation. Good stuff. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to get up, but don't just jump up. What we're going to do is roll off of the device onto your side. Now, if you're a back pain sufferer, you probably get out of bed this way, so let's go ahead and use that technique now. Gently roll up and into a seated position. How's that feel? Fantastic. You might feel a little bit lightheaded because of all that increased blood flow, so just take it easy and go slow. Great. Okay, for the next step, we're going to stretch out our lower back. So we want to turn the device around like this. We're going to use the higher side of the device, which is marked lower back. Now, one note on this, if you are one of the few people that finds back pain relief from bending forward rather than backward, you could have something known as encroachment syndrome or facet syndrome. You do not want to use this product if that's the case. It could aggravate your condition. If you're in doubt, check with your doctor and discuss it before you start anything. Okay? This is just like the stretch we did before, the same steps, except we're using the higher side to stretch our lower back. So scoot back with your bottom right up against the edge and just go ahead and lie back slowly, nice and slow. Keep your pillow handy. This one is a little bit more intense. And we find that the people that need this stretch the most often find it a little bit difficult to do. So use the pillow and give yourself some neck support and breathe deep. There you go. Now once you're ready, go ahead and stretch those legs straight out. Fantastic. And once you're comfortable with that, go ahead and raise those arms way up over your head. Again, this might be a little difficult in the beginning, and that's okay. If that's the case, just leave your arms out to the side, and every day work your way up to getting your arms over your head, okay? You want to breathe nice and deep and just relax into this stretch. Let this work its magic. Okay, and again, we want to hold this stretch for about a minute or so and work up to it in 10 to 15 second increments if you need to. Alrighty, now we're going to get up again, and just like before, I don't want you to jump up. We need to roll off to the side. Use your elbow to support you if that helps. And just slowly and gently up into a seated position. There you go. If you feel a little lightheaded again, that's completely normal. There's a lot of blood flow going on now, okay? Once you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and we just wanna get up into a kneeling position. There you go, deep breath, and just gently roll up into a standing position. There you go, good job, congratulations. And we would like to thank Cedar McCrary of Cedar Fit Boot Camp in Albuquerque, New Mexico for use of the facilities.